Welcome to Exploring the Mystical Side of Life.
Hi, it's Linda Lang here from thoughtchange.com, and I'm here today on Exploring the Mystical Side of Life with Sharon Brown. Sharon is a spirit animal intuitive and a shamanic practitioner, and I must say her work is fabulous. Hello and welcome, Sharon.
Hi, Linda, and thank you very much for having me on this call tonight. I am so excited to share the beautiful animal wisdom which is out.
Well, the animal kingdom is a magical place, and you have a really fun way of working with animals.
I do, Linda. What I do is I see people morph or shape shift their features change into their spirit animal guide. As we all know, some people know, some people don't know. We have the magic of a spirit animal guide.
How is an animal spirit guide different from, say, a guardian angel, or what other people might consider spirit guides?
They show us more fun. They bring the magic into your life. They show me very, very funny things. They really, really want to bring the magic into your life. They bring the fun side in, and they have just so much wisdom to give us all. So we all have a unique animal guide that comes to us at birth. A lot of people don't even realize they have it. And what happens is, as we go through life, we call on the angels, we call on the spirit guides, but people actually forget about the animal kingdom. They are so wise. They have been here thousands upon thousands of years. They've even been here before us. They've come here to teach us a lot, whether they be alive or whether they be in the spirit world. They just have so much wisdom to give us. They are so intelligent and they have so much survival skills that we as people don't even know how to tap into. We're meant to be the more intelligent ones, but really the animal kingdom is the more intelligent one.
And perhaps the more connected.
Very much so. They have a very, very grounding connection. When you connect in with your animal guide, you will automatically connect in with Mother Earth, because the animals have that firm, strong connection with Mother Earth. They also have a very, very strong connection with the elemental world. So you'll have the fairies, you'll have the unicorns, the dragons, but they are very grounding.
So how do people know what their spirit animal is?
In the work I do, I normally bring them on a meditation, and we will meet either one or two or whatever animal guide will come up for them in that meditation. We normally have one main spirit animal guide, but like the angels, we can call on the bear, we can call on the wolf, we can call on the lion, the elephant. The elephant's great for removing blocks. An eagle's great for bringing your intuition that bit higher. The wolf is great for protection. The bear is great for courage. The lion is great for speaking your truth. So you do have that main animal guide, but when you learn to use them, you will learn how to connect in with which one you need in that current situation.
So we can really use our connection with them to help us through many of our life situations.
Yes, very much so. But all you have to do is do a meditation, meet your animal guide, learn to trust and believe that the information that you are receiving is directly from them. They're ready, they're waiting for us to connect with them. A lot of people don't even know they exist. They have magic, fun, grounding, joy. The spider is the weaver of life. The spider has so much to show us. The spider recreates its web constantly, so it's recreating its life. So if we were to look at our life the way the spider looks at our life, we'd be constantly changing.
And so you get this information intuitively when you're working with.
They literally just come in and they give me the information. I have so much trust and belief in them now, I don't even question what the information they give. I just receive it. And I have to say, they are so accurate.
So they've helped you quite a bit in your own life.
They have helped me hugely in my own life, because about 4 years ago, I was on my path. I trained to be a healer. I gave it up for a couple of years of personal issues and stuff like that. And I went back probably to find my spirituality again. So I was doing a course with a mentor when I started out, and she said to me, Sharon, you have such a fondness for animals now. I absolutely love animals. I have such a passion for them. We were in a room and we were sitting and we were talking, and she says to me, you have a gift with animals. I says, what? Animal communication. I know I can talk to them. I know I can talk to the dog on the road and the cat on the road. And she says, no. She says, no, there's something else, Sharon. She said, there's something there. She said, look at me. So I looked at her, and I have to say, you know, that gut feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach, that you just know it's 100% right. What you're seeing, what you're hearing. So she literally, in front of my eyes, morphed into this beautiful butterfly. And she goes, right, okay. So what's the butterfly want to tell me? It just flowed. Literally, the butterfly had stuff to tell her, so spot on. And she said to me, oh my God, Sharon, you have an amazing gift. But the one thing that let me down was I didn't trust and believe it enough. And it took me about a year to have that full connection with them. But they have taught me so much. They have changed my life dramatically. I went from a healer to a spirit animal intuitive and a shamanic healer with the guidance from them.
Well, I think your work is great fun. I love shamanic journeys, and the inner exploration, even though it's very symbolic, sometimes it can make such a huge difference for the person taking them. And so I think it's such a beautiful gift that you bring to allow people to explore their inner world with the animals.
It is, and it's an amazing journey that they go on, because I've had so many people evolve around me using the animal kingdom. And that's what my work is all about. It's about bringing the magic and bringing the fun and the joy into people's life using the spirit animal guides.
It is one of the most fun way to do your personal work.
Yeah, it is. They just have so much wisdom to give us. And it's fun. That's the key to all this, is fun, because too many people get so serious and so caught up in stuff that you have to bring the fun and the joy and that element of magic into it.
Well, spirit likes lightness.
Yes.
And laughter and fun. It's so much easier to connect when you're in that space.
That's it. It just higher your vibration, but they are very grounding.
And even though it's fun and can be lighthearted, it doesn't mean that the work isn't as deep.
But what they do is, when it gets very deep, they lighten it. They lighten it to a way that we see the funnier side of it. So they make life easier for us instead of harder. See, where a lot of people, when they're going through their transformation and they're shifting, you have that heaviness, and you have that heaviness feeling coming off you. They don't do that. They take it off in a layer that allows you to transform with ease.
So what is your main spirit guide?
I have two beautiful wolves. Now, you'll all laugh when you hear this, because one's named Roger and one's named Dodger. So that's what I say. I always say, no matter what work I'm doing with the animal guides, is trust and believe the information that you're receiving. No matter how wacky or how mad or just doesn't make sense, it will eventually make sense to you.
I think that's pretty common, though, when people start experiencing their intuition or connection with their guides. It really is a matter of trust.
And that's the key to all this, is when we're working on such a deep level, is to trust and believe.
So once people know what their spirit animal is, do you have suggestions on how to strengthen that connection?
I do. What I do on a daily basis is I call in my guide every morning. Actually, if you want, I'll do it with you now, Linda. So what I do is I literally just sit nice and comfortably, close my eyes, and ground myself. So I just ground myself from the solar plex all the way down to your sacral chakra, to your root, through your legs, the floor you're standing on, through the rocks and lava, and right down into Mother Earth. Okay. And when you hit the center of Mother Earth, you'll just feel her beautiful energy, just her love, just pure love. You'll feel the roots wrapping around her heartbeat, and you'll feel her energy coming all the way up through the rocks and lava, through the floor you're standing on, through your feet, your legs, your hips, your sacral chakra, your solar plex. And you'll just feel it moving into your heart, your throat, your third eye, and the crown of your head. And you'll just feel that grounding energy move through every part of your body. Okay. Now, for anyone that doesn't know their spirit animal guide, just think of a guide, an animal that you would like. So I'm going to call in Roger to the right of me and Dodger to the left of me, because that's where they always are. You can call in your animal to the right of you. So whether you know your animal, spirit animal guide or not, just call in one that you would like their energy to come in. So we're nice and grounded and we have our connection. So I'm just going to call in Roger and Dodger. I'm just going to trust and believe that I can feel their energy. I can feel their energy straight away on my right shoulder and my left hand shoulder. I'm going to ask your guide now to come in on your right hand side. Okay? So just trust and believe. Now I'm going to ask your guide to place his paw, his wing, his beak, or whatever it is, slightly on your right shoulder. You might feel the presence. You might even just know that they are there. It's the knowing. You mightn't feel, you mightn't see, but it's that knowing and the trust and belief that they are there. Now I'm just going to ask them to give you a little message around something that you need help with for today. Just a small little message. So just trust and believe that the information that you're receiving is there now with you. Okay, so you'll thank your beautiful spirit animal guide that came in to speak to you today. And they'll just go along their day, and you'll just bring your awareness back into yourself. And that's what I do on a daily basis. Just bring them in, get the message you need to get for that day, and that's your information you receive for that day.
Well, I want to thank you for sharing that, Sharon, because it really gives the listeners a sense of what it's like and how much fun it is. My tiger came in for me today. It's one of my guides that kind of shows up regularly. I don't know if it's my main guide or not, but I could definitely feel the paw. And the message he breathed into my ear, actually, breathing energy into a project. And so it wasn't words per se, but it was almost like an energy transfer. So it was lovely.
Oh, so you got the beautiful tiger's essence. So that gives you the courage to proceed with your project. Do you see the way it works?
Yeah. And a little bit of inspiration, I think, too, because there was a lot of energy in that breath.
Yeah.
When one works with their animal, they need to learn how to interpret their own symbols.
Yeah, but it does come to them.
Mhm.
So you just need to trust and believe that if I got a box, to me a box would be box can be very different to me. It could be very different to you. So you interpret the message that you perceive for yourself. But you must trust and you must believe that that's the message that you needed for that day.
And so, Sharon, do you have any miracle stories to share with us today of messages that have come through for either you or clients that really, really helped them?
One client was going through a very rough patch between her and her partner. The animals just kept saying to me, look deeper, look at the situation the other way around.
Mm.
And she done that. And things really, really changed for her. And they had lost kind of their love a lot. And they brought that love back to one another. So their relationship really flourished through the guidance I gave for her to actually stand back, per se, to look at things at a different angle. Like if a giraffe shows up, they will tell you to look at things from above and not from below. So the giraffe came in for her to say, well, look at things from above and take that other person's perspective other than your own. I've had a lot of things, a lot of shifts, a lot of people storing grief that has shifted a lot through animals coming in and helping.
I think, at least my experience, whenever I've worked with animals, the messages are always simple but very profound.
Yes. They don't like hardship, they like easy. So what happens is the animal gives me the message, and instead of it being that coded message that you have to try and decipher, that will take you maybe a couple of hours, and you'll be constantly thinking about, oh my God, right, he gave me a yellow ribbon. What does this yellow ribbon symbolize? And some people get into overwhelm that way, and they can't get the message, where the animal will just turn around and say to you, it's your self-confidence. They don't like hard, they like easy. So they'll give you the easy messages. The simpler, the better, because it means then that you can move forward quicker than being held back longer.
Yeah, often one sentence or even a couple of words and quite direct, which is beautiful because we have enough complexity in our life.
Yeah, and what I don't get, as I say, the nice fluffy messages, I get the nice direct messages. Like, you need to do this now and stop doing this.
So, Sharon, do they ever pop in on their own to give you messages like that? Or is it just specifically when you sit in meditation?
No, they pop in all the time. I could be sitting at home and I've had a zoo in my sitting room. I'm going, oh my God, if only people could actually see what I see.
I mean, it's got to be a little bit difficult sometimes to procrastinate or to put your head in the sand when you're constantly being prodded.
Yes, and you know what, Linda? I done it for so long that I actually ignored them for probably about a year.
Wow.
And they kept banging and banging and banging and banging and banging. But now I do say to them, look, this is my time.
Just before we close, I'd like to get a better sense of the kind of things that you can receive guidance or healing, because you can actually get healing from the animals as well, correct?
I do, yeah. And what happens is when I do my shamanic work, they come in, and if I'm healing somebody and I'm doing a one-on-one healing, I'll get stuff for them that they need courage. They need this. Something needs to shift in their solar plex. So they do take me over as per se, and I do allow them shape shift through me. And they have huge healing qualities. But they all are amazing to work with. And that's it. It's fun and joy and magic. That's what I symbolize the animal kingdom as to me. They're fun, joy, and the magic.
You know, Sharon, when you do this kind of work, I mean, it's so much fun. You don't really need alcohol or drugs or addictive things to make our life seem more rewarding or more fun because we have all of that inside of ourselves. We have all that wisdom and all that adventure. And it's just such a joy when we connect on that level.
It is, Linda. And you know what? All we need is trust and belief and a little bit of magic.
Sounds magical to me. So, Sharon, would you like to share your contact information?
My Facebook page, my public page, is Living Uniquely You, because what I do is quite unique. Or you can join my Facebook group, which is all about the spirit animal guides, and it's Sharon's Spirit Animal Guidance.
Perfect, perfect. We'll make sure to pop the link in the description, and we really appreciate your joy and sharing that with us today.
And it was my pleasure, Linda, and thank you very much for the opportunity of sharing the animal wisdom.
You are very welcome. So we hope you enjoyed this podcast. Please feel free to check out some of our other podcasts and to like, comment, and share. Bye for now.